Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're welcome to Dina Ano. And today I want to talk about channel growth and things I've learned so far from YouTube. If you've not watched my YouTube channel on should you start up a YouTube channel in 2021, then please do watch it. I'm going to link it somewhere here. So after watching this one, you can go ahead and watch that one. You know, they always tell you that when you want to start up a YouTube channel, you need a good phone. Okay, let me tell you now. You need a good phone with a sound camera. You need a camera that has at least 4K video recording. But if you cannot afford a camera with 4K video recording, you should have a sound 1080p quality at least. Or you can buy a camera. But this video is basically for people who wants to buy a phone. Now you need a back camera that has 4K video recording. I'm recording right now with my front camera because, I mean, it's easy. Okay, you would need a camera. Now, the front of my camera is a 1080p camera. It's not the best quality, but at least you can see me and it's clear. You can see my surrounding. Okay, so that's it. That's what you need. And most phones that has that, Oppo Find has that. No, all these cheap, low budget, like mid-range phones sometimes do not have it. Like Techno, what they call Infinix and the rest, they do not have 4K video recording. But LG, Samsung, iPhone, you know, other phones, you can go online and type phones that has 4K video recording quality. And the good thing with 4K video recording quality is that when you now resize it, when you tend to, because it films in a very, it takes up a lot of space in your phone. So when you now tend to, you know, resize it to a smaller size so that you can upload it faster, it doesn't just spoil the quality. So it is too strong of a quality that when you reduce it, I'm not a tech person, so I accept the way I'm explaining it a bit. Okay. So when you resize it, it will still maintain quality. So far I've used iPhone and I'm currently using a Samsung right now. iPhone is very popular. Most people use iPhone because again, it still helps in vlogs. If you're doing vlogs and you've not been able to buy a vlogging camera, you can also use an iPhone. The quality is still okay. Okay, so the difference I've noticed between using an iPhone and a Samsung phone now is this. Let's start with the iPhone. With an iPhone, I get the 4K video recording, my back camera, and my front camera is 1080p, but it is strong 1080p. Most of the videos I filmed with my iPhone are 1080p, and it's really clear. It's very clear. Number two, iPhone takes light well. When you put light, like when you put on your ring light or anywhere, it balances up light perfectly well. Okay, it does well with light. Number three, an iPhone, you can actually adjust the brightness up and down in case you want to increase the brightness. I wish I had the phone here, but you can actually increase the brightness, you can actually reduce the brightness, so you can control the light. With light, you have good control with your iPhone. In iPhone, you can do auto-focusing, you can focus, so even when you move around, like if you notice, if I move around, the light changes. With iPhone, you don't do that. Anywhere you move, it still remains the same. Like you can do autofocus, and that is perfect. But the downside with iPhone is, especially when you're doing beauty videos, you want your skin to look tech, you want your skin to look smooth. iPhone doesn't do that. Every inch on your skin, iPhone will show it. Every comma, iPhone will show it. If your knuckles are dark, it even make it look darker than, like iPhone just shows you reality. It doesn't even tend to smoothen or, you know, make anything look, it doesn't help you disguise anything. That is one thing with filming with an iPhone. And then you get a very good editing software, which is the iMovie. You can do everything. You can do green screen effect, you can do anything, you can transition, like the editing you can do with the iMovie is endless. And guess what, guys, it is free. That is one of the free I think that's one of the things that just makes iPhone stand out, that they have their own editing software and it is free for all iPhone users. You get to do anything you like on iMovie. So if you're just starting out, you don't have money to pay for KineMaster, you don't have money to pay for Filmora Go or all those big bar director, because if you put them on your iPhone and you need to pay for subscription to be able to enjoy everything. Some of them even have a limitation as to the length of your video, except you pay or you go pro. Okay, so iMovie solves that. You do everything for free. You export your videos and upload them to YouTube. That is one advantage of the iPhone. And then snapping also, when you want to take pictures of your makeup, iPhone does a perfect job, whether front or back camera. If you know how to use your phone and your lighting well, you get the perfect picture. The disadvantage with this is that it is not easy to transfer files from iPhone to any other phone. So you might be hooked sometimes when you want to transfer things to your iPhone, and from the process is long. That is one of the disadvantage. When it comes to space, if you buy an iPhone with large space, iPhone, and again, another good thing with iPhone is that it helps to fade away all those cache data. It doesn't keep them in your phone, so the space in your phone will be properly optimized. Like, you will really enjoy your space. If you have 128 gig, 64 gig, you are going to enjoy yourself perfectly. And because the front camera of the iPhone, even though it's 1080p, for the particular one I used, it was still perfect. So I was okay using the front camera. It was perfect for me. Now let's switch to Samsung. So I wanted to upgrade and buy another phone because my iPhone screen got broken, and I don't know, if your phone screen is broken, you no longer enjoy using it anymore. So I didn't want to fix it. I just wanted to get a new one. So I started again the search for phone with 4K video recording, and I found out about Samsung, and I came down here also to YouTube, and I was searching, and I found people who were using Samsung phones to film. They were not much though, so I was like, and they were mostly Indians, so I was like, okay, why don't I try this out? So I went to the market and I was able to get a Samsung phone. I got the Samsung M21. That's what I'm using currently right now. So I got the phone, and I saw that, okay, it had 1080p in the front, and I went home. I filmed my first YouTube video, and in fact, I think I even loved it more than the particular iPhone that I was using. I was in the iPhone 6s, which I know some of you like, that's outdated, but that was what I got at that point in time, and I needed to start my YouTube channel. Okay, so do not be discouraged. Any phone you have and it's good, don't be looking that, this person is using iPhone 10. Do your own. Okay, so I bought the phone. I tried to use the front camera. This thing with this Samsung phone is that when you want to use the front camera, you have to make sure the background is okay, and the light, because the iPhone does not balance light. Like, it will create so much shadows. And again, I don't know whether it's because of the wideness, okay, but the iPhone, if it is BlackBerry, if it was my iPhone and it was my iPhone, it would help me balance the light. It manages any light you give it, even in the night. But the Samsung doesn't really do that. So you have to be really, really creative with light. You have to really learn about lights perfectly if you want to use the front or the back camera of a Samsung phone. That is what I noticed. And with the ring light, another thing again I noticed with the Samsung is that it's softer. The lens is softer, so it tends to make you look softer, which is cool. Unlike the iPhone that shows all your imperfection, but this one tends to make you look softer. The 4K video recording is crispy clear. It's perfect. It's cool. The good thing I noticed about this phone again is that the Samsung camera is that you can actually change, like this particular I'm using. If you want it to be closer, like you want it to be, you have a zoomed effect, there's something I will press to zoom in. If I want it to take me back, there's something I will press to take me back, but it does not autofocus. If you watched there was this particular makeup tutorial I did. I think I'm going to put it here. You notice that the light kept, if I come front, it will change. If I go back, to change. The light kept changing because it does not do autofocusing. It doesn't. That's what I noticed between this one and my iPhone, in case you're considering getting any one of them. So have that at the back of your mind, that it does not do autofocusing, but you get a wider angle. It films at a wider angle. Okay, what else? So okay, let's talk about editing on this phone. Editing on this phone is similar to that of the iPhone, but the only thing is that the editing on this phone is not free. If you're using an Android phone to film a YouTube video, just know that editing on your phone is not free. You can edit on iPhone free with iMovie and not pay a dime, but editing on your Android phone is not free, because most of the apps that you're going to download are going to ask you to come and pay to get the pro version, and in the pro version you can actually do whatever it is you want to do on them. But let me tell you the secret. There are so many videos out there to help you with a cheat, you know, something to actually cheat the system, and then, which is bad, it's illegal, it's bad, but to help you cheat the system if you are just coming up. And so you can tend to now use those editing apps for free, even without subscribing. So that's not really a problem when it comes to editing anymore, right? And then the disadvantage again with the iPhone is that when you're trying to upload a video, like if I'm trying to export a video from iMovie, I must remain on iMovie until that video is completely exported, and I must make sure that my phone is on. Like, you know, when they ask you what they call that setting in the phone that it makes your phone go off after a while, you have to put it that it should never go up. So the phone must be on. Anything that makes the phone close, your video that you're exporting will not export again. Anything again that maybe like a call comes in or anything that disrupts that video, it will not export again. If you leave the app, the particular iMovie app, some other app, it will not export again. Okay, if you're uploading it to YouTube already and your data finishes and you try to continue, after maybe you buy data and try to continue, it will stop exporting. If you're exporting, you must remain on YouTube. If you leave YouTube and go to another app, it stop exporting. So there are so many things that makes your video to stop. Like, that is the discrepancy between iMovie and within iPhone and Android phone. Android phone, you can multitask and it will not affect any of the operations that you are doing. All you need to do is to minimize and continue what you are doing. Okay, now let's go to the Samsung phone, like Android phone. With my Samsung phone, I found out that even when I'm uploading, first of all, let's say exporting from the particular editing software I'm using, I can't continue doing anything. I can even make call, and when I come back to that place, it's still exporting. Anything at all I can do while that thing is exporting. I don't even need to be on the particular app that I'm using, KineMaster or Power Director, whatever it is I decide to use that day. Number two, when I decide to upload it on YouTube, it uploads and I can continue doing whatever it is I want to do. I can be watching YouTube videos, I can go to WhatsApp, I can do anything, and I will come back. In fact, I can even go off the YouTube app and it will continue to export. When my data finishes, maybe when I'm trying to export and I put data, it will continue from where it stopped. Not that I will start again from the beginning. No, it will continue to upload. So these are the things that I have noticed. These are the things that I can remember though, but I know it's really, really helpful. So if you're thinking, what should I use? Should I use an iPhone or should I use a Samsung phone? I guess this video answers all your query, hopefully. And please leave a comment down in the comment section. If you have any other things to add or you have questions to ask, feel free to ask me those questions. So till I come your way again next time, bye. Please subscribe.